So analysing a property distribution, and we're going to look at the standard deviation. So we've got a question, decision making. So the standard deviation of a distribution, Hussam is thinking about investing 10,000 dirhams in 2 different investment funds. The expected rates return and the corresponding probabilities for each fund are listed below. So we've got Fund A and Fund B. So the first thing we need to do is to find the expected value of each investment. So to do that, we need to calculate our probability. So we'll create a table for Fund A. So we need the profit, and then we're going to put in our values. So we've got 800, and it's 50%, which is 0.50. Then we have 1200, and this is going to be 20%, which is 0.20. And then we have 600, which is also 0.20. And then we have 100 loss. So when it's a loss, we have to put it in as a minus. So it's going to be minus 100. And then this is at 0.1. So this is the first. So this is going to be for Fund A. So we're going to do the same, but we're going to do it for Fund B. So let's put that over here. So let's put Fund B. And we want, so I'll put the profit again. Profit of X and profit probability of X. So we've got 2,400, and this is 0.30. Then we have 1,900 and 0.10. Now a loss, so it's going to be minus 200, and this is going to be 40%, so 0.40. And then we have minus 400 loss, so this is going to be 0.20. So put this in our table. So that has got all borders. So we're going to calculate the expected value. So for Fund A, so let's do that. Let's do that right here. So expected value for Fund A. So this is going to be equal to, and to get that we need our first column multiplied by our second, and then we're going to add the next one multiplied, and then we're going to add this multiplied by this, and then add this multiplied by this. Right, there we go, that's better. So the expected value of this one here, so I've got B12 times B13 plus C12 times C13 plus D12 times D13, E12 times E13. Okay, so now I need the expected value for Fund B. So expected value for Fund B. So this is going to be done in the same way, but this time we've got I12 multiplied by I13 plus J12 times J13 plus K12 times K13. So it's going to be plus L times L13. Right, so we've got I12 times I13 plus J12 times J13 plus K12 times K13, L12 times L13, and that gives us an expected value of 750. So now we need to find the standard deviation. So to do that, we're going to add some extra on our table. Okay, so to find the standard deviation, so I put in the formula here. So we're going to fill in. So this is going to be our value of x, which is our top here, minus our expected value squared. So we can put in here equals bracket, so x, so this is 800, minus, and this is going to be our expected value, which is 750, and we need to square this. So this is going to be, okay, so we're going to square it. So we're going to put squared. So we've got 2,500. So we want to do the same for each of these, but our N4 is a fixed value. So we're going to put in and then I can copy this across, and this has given me the values. So we're going to do the same. So this time if I go to this column, so we're going to put equals, we want x, so it's bracket x, and then it's going to be minus, and then we want this of the expected value of b, bracket, and then it's going to be squared. So I'm just going to go to the formula and add in my fixed value. So I'm going to put in my $sign, and then I can drag this value. So I'm going to copy this across. Okay, so this is my funds that I have. So then I need to do my next one. And then our final column, so this says x minus the expected value squared multiplied by the probability of x. So that is going to be this column here. So I can put in equals, so it's this column, and this is going to be multiplied by our probability of x. And equals, so this is going to give us 1250. So I don't need a fixed value here, so I'm just going to copy and I'm going to drag these across. So these are my values. So I've got 40,500, 4,500, 72,250, and then I need to do the same over here. So the formula here, so you can just put in equals, and we want this column, and it's going to be multiplied by our column above, and then we can just copy, and we can drag that across. So 816, 750, 132, 361. Okay, so the next thing now we need is to work out our standard deviation. So a standard deviation, this is going to be, so the standard deviation. This is going to be equal to, so now we need to take the square root of our sum of our values. So, okay, so the formula for here is the square root, open bracket, the sum, and then I've highlighted that I want to use these. So I'll do that again over here. So the standard deviation, so is equal to square root. So that's going to be SQRT, open bracket, but it's the sum of this column here. So we need to add up those. So we need to open another bracket. And then we're going to sum these numbers. And I need a double bracket. So our standard deviation is 1.24, and I can round these answers. So format cell, number, so one place, I'll do the same for this one. So we'll format, number, and we'll round to one place. So we should have 1254.8. 344.2. So this is the standard deviation. So we need to decide which investment would we choose. So which investment is the best? So we need to make a decision. So the expected values are equal for both, but the standard deviation, so because it's lower, it means that the risk is lower. So whose sum should choose fund A because the standard deviation is lower. So the variability of the funds will be lower.